we have now written a paper called the Special Report on Emission Scenarios and the Validity of the Fossil Fuel Production Output in Efficiency Emission Scenarios. It's now open just a month ago. And what have we found? Well, you all know about the A1, A2, B1 and B2. This is the IPCC emission scenarios. And you see them coupled to the increase of the global temperature like this. You have the A2, and the A2 is called business as usual. That is what many German dreams about, that they will continue to drive their big Mercedes and leave us to do today. And they don't like to discuss climate change at all because we like business as usual. Have you heard that? No one? And then we have the other scenarios here. So the interesting thing now is, what will peak oil, peak gas, peak coal do to the climate change? I mean, I'm called a doomsday. I mean, gee, I mean, telling such awful thing that we cannot produce more oil and so on. I mean, I'm a doomsday, completely crazy guy. But let's see what we're saying. Okay, this is the production of oil, and you see up here the discovery of oil. And you suppose the discovery must follow by a production that looks something similar. And if you now put that into the IPCC emission scenarios, I don't know if anyone of you has seen this. This is the carbon dioxide emission that they think should be produced in 2100. And if you put the numbers in the peak oil, you see that there are not many that is real. None of them is real, by the way. Not a single scenario when it comes to carbon dioxide emission from oil can be true. We know also how much natural gas has been found. Peak gas was discussed. And we don't need to know all the details, but we have some information. This is for another publication about production of natural gas from Norway. Norway is one of the 3 countries that support Europe, Germany with natural gas. Should be into the future also. And if you're using natural gas, you should be very sorry about the fact that it will decline. I mean, all the data is open in Norway, so there is no question on this. This is what I believe. European Union is saying something completely different, but they don't know what they're saying. And then we have Russia. We have made detailed field-by-field studies of 98 giant gas fields in Russia. We have the data, the model is working perfectly, and what we're seeing here now is that the East Siberia is producing gas now. You see this fraction is going down like that. Now that is the same number as Gazprom is showing more or less. Some small fractions different, but that is what's going on. So they need new things coming. And Barents Sea, you know, that is Stockholm, okay? We have Stockholm. And then we have Yamal. Eastern Siberia, you know, that will be to China anyway, so we cannot get it. So what will happen with the red thing now is so important for the future of Europe. If it delayed 5 years, it should be a production in 2011, the same. It's delayed a bit now. 5 years delay, and Europe will be in jeopardy. But we have also Algeria, that is another exporter, and the problem with Algeria is that they have, in principle, one giant natural gas field that is producing most of the gas. And they have an increase of use of natural gas in Algeria. And the other thing is also that the field is more or less depleted to 60%, so there will be a decline in the production. So the 3 major supporters of natural gas to Europe, Norway, Russia, Algeria, will in 2030 not produce, export more gas than they do today, probably less. On the other hand, the European Union are saying that our need for import of natural gas compared to now is 90%. So, if we now go back to IPCC and the gas scenarios, now this is the gas scenarios they have in IPCC's report. And putting in some reality into gas, you see, all the 40 scenarios when it comes to future carbon dioxide emission from natural gas can never ever happen. That was number 2 or 3. Then, together with our friends in Germany, this paper is coming out now, you know. It's 2 weeks maybe. And we see a peak in the global coal production. This is a video paper. It has been a tough, very tough thing to get it through, but it's through. So there's a peak in the global coal production. And it's quite easy to understand it also. Because coal reserves you can find in 6 countries. United States, Russia, China, India, Australia, and South Africa. 90% of all the coal in the world are in these 6 countries. And they are consuming 80% of all the coal that is produced. So into the future then, this is start with China, because they are at peak more or less now when it comes to production. And they are starting to import coal from Australia and so on, so these numbers are high. United States, quite interesting. Another already published paper, we are showing that the coal in US that is remaining to be produced are in the state of Montana. The quality of that coal is poor because during the time it was produced it has contact with the sea, so it has a lot of nature in it, sodium in it. So if you produce that coal, you will destroy the groundwater, and you cannot have an agricultural production in Montana. It's a very beautiful state. The people in Montana say, we don't like the coal. And the government in the US cannot do it, because then if they should say yes, you should do it, they must change the laws of the United States. But that is included in this figure, that they should produce it a bit better time. Then we have Russia, that can increase the production, but where is the coal in Russia? It's in the center of Siberia, then more or less no people are living in, it's very cold and so on. There is no infrastructure whatsoever to get it out. But they say, hey, they probably will do it. But probably not. And then we have India. And India has a problem because the quality of the coal is so poor, so it's 40% ash when they're burning. And then we have Australia. Yes, they have good quality and they will sell it and they will make money of it. But again, we cannot change the So, dear friends, we have peak coal also now. And this is something that IPCC is. Take the solid line here, that is with the curve that we saw before, and you see what is missing. We can be 100% wrong. I mean, the dotted line is okay, we are 100% wrong, but still we are not up to the blue there. You recognize the guy in that corner up there? He took his garbage and he was pointing to that point, the A2 temperature. We must do something so we don't come to this point. It's not possible. It's not possible whatsoever. But you can get the Nobel Prize for that. I think that this is significant for the future because the A2, the business as usual scenario into the future, is not possible anymore. So the guys that say, I like to drive my big Mercedes on the freeways, okay, you can do it in a couple of years, but you have to rethink everyone. So what IPCC is saying is that we must change our systems, we must change our energy system, we must go into something different, we must save energy. Everything is right, but for the wrong reason. We need to do it to get energy for us to survive. And if, for instance, this had been an agreement in Copenhagen, the people that signed the agreement should be called heroes. I mean, they should be called heroes. But Werner and me and so on, what are we called? Stupid idiots, job savers. It's time to change and call us heroes instead.